What's going on, all you R.L. Stine enthusiasts? Your two favorite horror reviewers are back tonight for the 31 Days of Horror, and we are back to review the new rebooted show based on the R.L. Stine books that came out back in the 90s that both of us were super into, that book series. An awesome, take on horror that we grew up with and, couldn't wait until each and every book came out. Awesome cover artwork and some great, spooky stories from R.L. Stine for young adults. And now it's rebooted, and for Disney Plus, we're talking about the first episode of Goosebumps. Ooh.
Stay cheese and die.
No.
Tell us what's going on. It's obvious you know. That's why all of this is happening to us. We have no choice. This ends now. Run! It's time for them to learn the truth. Come with me.
That's right. You're talking about Goosebumps. You're taking me way back. These are like the books that really got me into reading elementary school. I remember bringing in a crisp $20 bill into the Scholastic Book Fair and bringing home 5 Goosebumps books and just reading them till I couldn't sleep because I was scared shitless. But yeah, I just remember this. And now, all these years later, 30 years later, adapting it on Disney Plus and a new series. And, I'm going to be honest, I was pretty excited about this. I love R.L. Stine and love to see what they do with the material.
Yeah, I was pretty excited too. New updated show. They had a show back in the day that they did. It was more, younger audience for the younger audience. This is more aimed at teenagers and above. It feels like it's more of a show that's going to be, following the same characters each week, and they're going to integrate a story in every episode, which is interesting. So we begin here with the Goosebumps series. The first 5 episodes dropped today on Disney Plus, and then from here on out, the next 5 will drop 1 a week. So that's how they're going to do this. So we're reviewing the first episode, which was Say Cheese and Die. Of course, I remember this book and the cover of it. Of course, the Polaroid picture. And basically, whoever takes a picture using the camera, they get a Polaroid picture, and when they look at it, it's somebody about to die or that's going to die, and they kind of have to try to save them before that happens. It can kind of tell the future of what's going to happen. But in this, you have a group of 5 high schoolers who accidentally unleash, these, evil ghosts out into this town. I don't know where this is at, but it looks kind of like a coastal town, maybe like Maine or something like that, where it takes place. High school vibe. It reminded me a lot of when we went to high school. You had the pep rallies for the high school team, and one of the main characters is the QB of the football team. They're at this place, and they come across this camera. And when they take a picture of it, they start seeing, people dying in the midst. So that's basically what happens. It's much like the book, if you haven't seen that. But it's definitely worth a watch. It's about 50 minutes. The first episode was about 50 minutes, and I was pretty invested in it. I thought it was a decent take on the book, and introduced to us a lot of these characters played by the kids. And for the most part, I, wasn't annoyed by any of them. I liked them for the most part. And it feels like it's going to be a faithful adaptation to the book series, and, very much a nice reboot of the series here.
Yeah, for sure. I think the best part of this was the teacher, played by Justin Long. He's no stranger to horror movies or comedies. But he's been popping up as of late, and I loved his character probably the most. The high schoolers, which are like mid-20s. They're trying to go about this in kind of a Stranger Things approach. I felt at times,
yeah, it's got
trying to get that dynamic, but I thought they're all pretty good. Not really that annoying. I thought they were pretty good in the story, and the whole set design of the show looks good. It looks like you, when reading the book, you would envision this, and just everything about it was set up really nicely. Spooky parts to it, and definitely a good episode and series to check out during the Halloween season. The first episode of the new Goosebumps series on Disney Plus, I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. Justin Long hair pieces.
In addition to Justin Long, you also have Rob Hubble who I recognize there as one of the administrators there, teachers or whatever. I don't really know all the characters yet, but I will watch the rest of the episodes, and we will be back after the whole series wraps to review the whole series, all 10 episodes. So it'll be interesting to see how they keep this going from week to week, if it's going to keep following the kind of the same story and then integrate in the different books like I'm assuming it's going to do. But so far, pretty impressed with the first episode. It didn't blow me away by any means, but I was pretty happy with how it turned out. It was about what I expected, and a nice modernization of the Goosebumps series, and something that can take this in and have other kids be introduced to it for the first time and get involved in, the Goosebumps books are classics for us. Brings back a lot of nostalgia, and this series, based on the first episode, it looks like it's going to, bring over the fun and spookiness from the books. Nothing too terrifying here, of course. I mean, it's a young adult book series, but it's definitely a fun watch, and you should check it out on Disney Plus. So with that being said, I'm going to give Say Cheese and Die, the first episode of Goosebumps, I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to give it 3.5 out of 5 Rob Hubble hair pieces.
Rob Hubble, he was unrecognizable. He had like gray hair.
Yeah, he did. He looked different.
Yeah, been a minute since I've seen him, but he's always funny and great.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to hear from you, wild, aspiring authors out there. What did you like about the first episode of Goosebumps? What didn't you like about it? What's your favorite book by R.L. Stine? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, check out these wild ghouls on Facebook, X, and Instagram, and our website, Cinephellas.com, for the latest, greatest TV, movie news and reviews.
Definitely a big Stranger Things vibe on the football field at the end, with that whole scene with the field going into fire and the zombies coming out of the ground and stuff. That was pretty cool. I like that part. So yeah, we want to hear from you guys. What did you guys think of this series? Let us know, and let us know in all our videos this month for the 31 Days of Horror. We're having a blast reviewing these older movies, as well as the new stuff that's coming out. We're just having an absolute blast during the 31 Days of Horror, and we want to hear from you guys. Let us know if you want to review anything for you, if you have any recommendations and movies that you want us to review for, future 31 Days of Horror, really, because we're going to do this every single year. It's our favorite month of the year, and we're having a blast doing it. And there's going to be an all-new review. So until the next 31 Days of Horror TV review, I'm Uncle Henry Hubble.
And I'm Uncle Justin Long, signing out until the next review for 31 Days of Horror.
Cheers.
Yeah.